We are live. All right, guys. There we go. We are already in character. Uh, we we have this is game test session number 7 for Hooves and Horns. Um, Jesse and Mason, go ahead and introduce yourselves. Starting with Jesse.
My name is Mew, but now it's Meow because I look like a cat now. A cat man, anyway, or tabaxi, whatever you want to call those things. I am a sorcerer and a sage traveling to find new knowledge and perhaps victims. Either or. I'm good and I'm also evil, confused, maybe a little crazy. Meow.
Maybe a little crazy meow,
Meow.
just like a deranged cat. Got it.
Meow.
All
Well,
right,
now I'm a dog. Arr! Arr, 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 arr,
Mason, you're
arr.
up.
All right. My name is Soren Altair, and I was a city investigator in my olden days. Now I'm off to find knowledge with my new friend, Mew, or Meow.
Aha. All right, so we are playtesting with 2 players this time and seeing how that goes. You guys will have more time to, more screen time, less sharing of the limelight. So
Mhm.
as a duo and friends with the Dream Delvers, you guys are on the road, and this is where our adventure begins. And we start. If I can find the reading.
Where is this
You
again?
you were staying in a town called Cedarbrook, where you hear that people have been disappearing in the nearby Umbral Woods. The mayor of Cedarbrook offers you a reward to uncover the mystery. You pack your gear and travel deep into the woods, determined to earn that reward. Everything is going fine until an hour before sundown. Strangely, the road dead ends into a large clearing. You see a gated fence surrounding 2 log cabins. You also see a garden and a pond. The cabins seem normal except for one thing. There are goats everywhere. Goats in the trees, goats on the roofs, goats in the pond, goats of all colors and sizes. Some goats wander up to the fence, then turn back. Their loud bleats and hoofbeats make your ears ring. What do you do?
We're talking goats?
Goats of all kinds, of shapes and
All
sizes and
kinds.
I
colors.
am suddenly hungry.
I would agree.
Goats. Goats are vicious creatures.
They can be very vicious. Roll a perception check.
Oh, so that is a natty 17 for
20,
22.
You
20.
notice you notice that all of the goats seem very, very joyous, very happy, not vicious at all. In fact, these goats would almost seem like they're having a party.
They must be evil. These goats are evil. This is strange. Well, no. And we're
All right.
looking for these villagers, correct?
You are looking for a number of villagers who have somehow disappeared.
Maybe the goats of the villagers.
It is kind of an odd possibility that villagers and goats are the same. After all, people are not goats, and goats are not people.
Can
This is
you,
true.
Ranger, my,
Yes.
can you check for human tracks?
Can I check the human tracks? Is that
Could you?
true?
Would you be so kind as to check the area for human tracks? Perhaps you can find who dragged off these humans.
So would that be investigation?
Yes, roll
Yes,
your nature.
would
Nature?
Yeah, you
or
can roll
survival, I
or
think.
survival. Yeah, you can roll survival. You can roll nature. You can roll investigation, whichever you
All right.
prefer.
Survival. Survival's good.
Survival. You look around for some evidence that there are tracks, and you find the road that you are traveling very, very well traveled.
Okay. Yeah, because I rolled a 17, so. Hmm. So this road is well traveled, my friend. I cannot discern whether or not our people may have been here or not. We must investigate further.
I see. Meow. Well,
So,
perhaps meow. We can find. Hmm. Maybe we can find a clue inside the barn. Perhaps meow.
the barn it is, and we walk towards the barn.
You
Or the.
jump the gate, and through all the noises of the goats bleating and shrieking, you recognize something a little odd about the goats. Roll your perception check.
Correct die. That's going to be a natural 20.
A natural 20, and as you listen, you seem to hear harmonics coming from the goats at all corners of the estate, almost as if there were a chorus of goats singing, as if they were singing something about sleeping all morning and getting up at noon. And then into the woods I go. When my basket's full and the sun goes down, I'll return for a bottle or two. Yes, I'll return for a bottle or two. And then a few moments, you listen to the harmonics kind of drift into what sounds to be just random goats again.
Interesting. Must be some kind of riddle or answer to a riddle.
And with
are we at the
that,
barn?
I will use this hourglass as a timer for the sun will go down very soon.
Okay. So something's gonna come back and at sundown for a bottle or two?
With that natural 20, you would assume that these goats might be enchanted in some way so as to convey to you that there is a chance of a return, possibly the owner, possibly some sort of magical being, maybe a spirit of sorts. You don't know for sure, but you do feel a sense of enchantment in the air.
Okay. I'm not a magical being. I can't detect magic. Goodness.
Perhaps an omen of sorts.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. For a bottle or two. For a bottle or two. Do we need like milk a goat?
Can I milk a goat?
You attempt to go find a goat that is in need of milking. You find a nanny goat. And you seem to be having difficulty finding it at peace with your presence.
Okay, so it doesn't want me to be there.
You attempt to grab on to, to the, I forgot what it's called.
To the udder?
To the udders, in order to milk the goat. And it seems to move ahead just a few feet in order to evade your touch.
Leave the goat alone.
You may consider animal handling.
Ooh, I got that.
Leave the goat alone, friend.
Nah, I'm gonna roll this animal handle. I'm gonna try and milk this goat.
Meow.
That's gonna be a 16.
You appear to have calmed the goat with some gentle movements, and within a few minutes, the goat has attuned to your presence. You're able to milk the goat with milk spilling onto the ground.
On the ground? I was fuck.
You look around for something to contain the milk. There are bottles There are bottles everywhere.
All right, let me fill up 4 bottles.
You find a bottle within 2 or 3 feet of you, and you fill it up to the top. You find another, and another, and yet another. You now have 4 bottles of goat's milk.
Right on. So, what now? We can we investigate the rest of the property? See if there's anything of note.
Feel free. What would you like to investigate?
What did you notice, friend?
All right. So there was the trough, the barn.
I think we should check out the home.
There is
we
a
go.
barn. There is a home that has a roof made of straw. There is a pond. There is also a what appears to be a garden of sorts.
Okay. Yeah, the house it is.
You
So I want to go.
You walk up to the house. You notice that there. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Eesh. 11.
Something is definitely off about the whole place. The cabin doors are slightly ajar. Dust has collected in the windows, and laundry has been blown across the yard. It's clear to you that no one is home.
Walk on in.
The cabin door squeaks open, and inside you find a shadowy main room littered with empty bottles, old dishes, bits of food, tobacco stains, clumps of dirt, and what looks like goat hair. Damaged furniture is strewn about, and the air has a distinct crusty tavern smell. On the opposite wall, you see a door leading to another room.
All right, I'm gonna go and investigate that. Is my friend behind me?
Of course.
Friend, are you behind him? Yes. Okay. You,
With my bow drawn.
with your bone drawn, you attempt to open the door.
Hold on.
Correct?
Step away. Mage
All
hand.
right.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to my
Open the
friend.
door with the mage hand.
Okay.
Ooh.
Very interesting. All right. You open the door with the mage hand, and in opening the door, you discover a room with one large bed and one child-sized bed. It's dark and dusty, but enough light squeezes through the window to illuminate piles of clothes. There's also empty bottles and toys scattered about the floor. Something is moving in the shadow.
All right. What's
Meh! A baby goat jumps out, its yellow eyes large and curious. It starts chewing on one of the wooden toys.
The mage hand pets it.
It
Pet the
feels a little unsettled by the mage hand and begins to run away.
The mage hand continues to pet it.
The mage hand chases around the small baby goat.
Oh no!
The baby goat appears to look tormented by this, what do you call it? The disconnected
Disembodied hand.
disembodied
following it
hand.
around.
Yes.
The disembodied hand continues to pet it.
And it runs through your legs and out the door.
Okay. I think maybe it will go get its mother.
Mhm.
Perhaps. Meow. But I had too much fun. I just wanted to do that. I couldn't help myself. Sorry, friend. Sorry, Mr.
Try not
Sorry,
to
Mr.
torment.
Bates.
Try not to torment all the local wildlife now, would you?
Well, I'm not killing them.
That's fair.
I'm not cooking them all. I could just catch burning hands, kill them all, and start a big cookout.
Let's not.
Okay.
All right. So can
We'll
we
listen to
go? Can we go investigate the pond now? Like,
You go
the
to the
goats?
pond, and the first thing that you notice is that there are bottles and debris everywhere, and there's a wicker chair nearby. The peaceful pond is, let's see, there's a pond, is small but fairly deep. Globs of algae float on its surface. Dragonflies whiz from lily pad to lily pad, and a few goats wade in, slurping the water up. The sun catches on various lumps of strange glassy items that sparkle like gems under the water surface. At the edge, a wicker chair sits surrounded by dozens of empty bottles, and you notice a faint alcoholic smell wafting through the air.
Mm.
With my mage hand, I sift, bring up the different empty bottles.
You grab an empty bottle, and you notice that it appears to be alcoholic in nature. This one has once contained ale.
Perhaps, is there anything? Uh, is there any particular bottle that the mage hand struggles a little more to lift?
There is a large jug of wine that apparently has a little bit difficulty lifting, but it lifts it with success and brings it to you. It is completely full of pond water.
Mm.
Uh,
So,
Fling it.
how's your swim, friend?
I'm using the mage hand for a reason.
You as the mage hand approaches with the bottle of pond water, you notice that it has a very odd yet strong odor of booze.
Is the lake full of booze?
You get a whiff closer as you approach the pond, and it does have a strong scent of booze.
Okay. So, with all this furniture strewn about and the lake smelling of alcohol, I
You
think of two
notice
things.
you notice also that the goats seem to be particularly joyful when they drink the pond water.
All the goats are drunk. Okay.
Okay, I take a sniff of the pond water.
It smells of a mixture of spirits and ale and wine and mead.
Okay.
Yikes.
Diluted,
no,
of course, from a lot of water as well.
I taste the wine bottle or whatever it is that we got.
You put your lips to the bottle that contains the pond water, and you begin to sip. And as you sip, you begin to drink. And as you drink, you begin to guzzle.
Oh
Your
no.
belly is now full of pond water. You feel very joyful.
Okay.
Right.
It's like, how is you getting drunk going to help us find the people?
I didn't know I was gonna get drunk with pond water. I can't stop myself.
Tis not a mere pond.
It is not a
All
mere
right.
pond. It is a happy pond. But I am not a goat. So apparently this pond water doesn't turn us into goats.
No.
So it must have been something else that turned them into goats.
Hmm.
And what do they
Probably
say when that something's coming in an hour to drink?
You don't seem to recall. Roll an investigation check.
Oof.
12.
You seem to have a difficulty recalling the exact verbiage that you heard the omen or whatever it was say.
Well, who cares anyway? I'm having a happy time.
Is there a vantage point I can get up onto the barn and like be able to see the whole property?
And nearby the barn, you see a tree that is suitable for climbing.
All right. I said I'm going to get up here and wait for sundown. Something's coming to drink, and we need to be ready for it.
You climb up the tree and wait for sunset. A few moments go by. The sun begins to lower in the west, and pretty soon, roll a perception check.
Ah, 11.
16.
An 11. You seem to think that there might have been maybe some sort of sound, maybe even song
Mhm.
coming from the woods.
Travel into the woods.
You travel into the woods, and as the sun finally sets, you suddenly hear loud singing, somewhat in the distance behind the bushes, and it grows louder, as the sun continues to completely set, until you see a satyr burst from the trees.
Are you a demon?
A satyr.
What kind of demon? What kind of
Oh, hello there. I'm no demon, of course not.
You look like a devil spawn.
I'm no devil. As you can see, I'm a satyr. I'm just a friend. And a friend
Really?
with
I am a satyr
ale.
too. I turn into a satyr.
Well,
Friend,
hello,
how are you?
satyr. I
Knowledge
could have,
religion.
I thought I would have recognized you from afar, but now I see you are a satyr. Let's
Mhm.
go merrymake. I have plenty of ale for all.
Can you tell me something, friend, fellow satyr?
Well, that depends on what you need an answer to.
We've lost some villagers.
Now, have you now?
Yes.
What kind of villagers have you lost?
All shapes and sizes.
All shapes and sizes.
Well, do you have any names or descriptions? Maybe I can point you in the right direction. I do, from time to time, receive visitors such as yourself.
Is this your ranch?
Well, yes, it is.
Can you prove it?
Can I prove it?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if I can prove it.
we
but-
we have been sent by the mayor to discern what happened with the inhabitants of this home.
Unfortunately,
and
I
we're
am. I am
on
a.
the
I am a.
authority of the mayor of this area to show us proof of residence.
I imagine all paperwork is in order. However, I am a
Well-
bachelor and a widower, and I only have the company of goats now. After all, my
Sir, if
mother,
you don't
my
show us
father.
papers, we're going to have to apprehend you. All you have to do is show us proof of residence.
I put my hand on his shoulder. I say, "Calm down."
You are
Right.
asking me to
No.
provide evidence of my home's ownership.
Yes.
Well, if I remember correctly, I don't believe there is a title to this home. It is unclaimed land. I assume ownership by authority of myself. Given
Who
that
is
I have goats that can vouch for my identity, and I do have a home that does belong to me, in which I have property there. So by any stretch of the imagination, I can assume ownership under squatters' rights alone.
I see. Who is the mayor of this area?
Squatters' rights alone. He hired you.
I don't really follow politics.
Do you know what the mayor's name is?
I don't follow politics. That was, I think the closest town is Cedarbrook, but
Really?
I unfortunately do not have a lot of association with that town.
Oh, yeah? How come when we went
Yes.
inside the house and found the title to the name of Raider, what is your name?
Oh, my name is Alos, of course. And I find it very difficult that you found any such paperwork. After all, there is none that I recall.
So, if this really is your house, you wouldn't mind us going into the home and
What I do
search-
mind hostile company making false accusations.
Oh, you haven't
and
seen, you haven't seen any hostility yet, Fred.
I haven't.
No. Would you be
Alright.
so kind as to let us investigate your home then? Your home.
I do mind, and apparently you have already investigated my home by helping yourself into, at the very least, my bedroom, or my living room, or any other part of my property. I do have a gate surrounding my estate, and it appears as though you are.
We've been sent here by the mayor. So you don't
What-
mind if I stay out here with you while my friend goes and investigates your home?
We've already been in
I
there.
I Are you a friend
If
or are
this
you foe? I don't see.
neither,
Oh, I see.
neither, we're investigators.
All right. In that moment, he flees.
Chase after him. Stop right there.
All right. What is your movement speed?
Uh, movement speed is going to be. Where does it say that?
In that instant, I cast Guiding Bolt.
Choosing traits.
Do I get advantage because I'm shooting from behind?
Let me see here. I'm
Guiding-
sorry. Where does it say?
Huh? I cast Guiding Bolt.
And what do you do with guiding bolt? You just
I hit him. I
You-
shoot it, and with a +5 to hit. I rolled
plus-
a hit.
All right, roll a hit.
What's armor class or target number?
It is 14.
Okay.
All right, how much damage?
I
Did
missed.
you hit? You missed.
No.
Okay. Well, you see a spectacular fireworks as it hits the trees, and a
Okay.
glim outline of his features briefly eliminated as he disappears into the forest.
Track him,
Yeah.
friend.
Tracking I shall.
Roll a survival check or a nature check.
All right.
Well, he's not covering his tracks, so is there any kind of advantage?
No. It's dark.
All right. It is dark. All right, survival. Here we go. That's gonna be a 15.
All right. You carefully look at the ground, and you see a trail of hoof prints that lead further into the forest.
All right, run after the fly after the hoof prints. I make haste.
Roll a perception check.
That is going to be 17.
Okay. You continue into the forest, noticing signs of his direction. And let's see. There is clear signs of a fast-moving two-footed creature. And you follow the trail, winding through the trees until you reach a small, dark cave. You hear someone whimpering within. Within that sounds like Alos. Oh, you hear someone whimpering within that sounds like Alos. Got it. Okay.
That sounds like
First-
Avos.
First reading of this. All right. Yes. As you approach the cave, you hear Alos shout, "I know it's you! I could smell that awful stench from across the sea. Don't you people ever bathe?" Slowly, Alos steps out of the cave. His
I look
shoulders
at
slumped. I am too hungover to run any further, he says. What is it that you want?
Tell
we
us
want the villagers.
This is what you want, isn't it? And he throws the panpipes to your feet. Take them. And I've had my time of rivalry. Do what you will with me.
Very well, then. You are now my slave. Indentured to me forever.
Oh my.
That is your lot for having turned the villagers. You will now carry my gear. Here.
He takes your gear, and he's slumping now, holding your gear, feeling
I am the
and
great
looking
sorcerer Mew.
ashamed.
You will serve me henceforth.
He kind of grumbles to himself inaudibly.
Oh, that's funny.
Henceforth, you will serve me.
So we take the you said the bagpipes he threw on the ground, the instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's
Alright.
panpipes. Yep.
Panpipes.
Can you reverse the spell with these panpipes, Bard?
Bard, Bardem, I am not. I am simply a ranger.
No, not. Oh, sorry, Ranger. That wasn't you I was speaking to. You, Mr. Alos, the Bard. Can
I
you
just, I just assumed you were after my valuable property. This is all I have. It's yours.
We are not here to rob you. We are here to find the villagers.
No, we just here to enslave you and find the villages.
Oh,
Yes,
boy.
I did.
You committed
I
a crime,
should
and
have.
I'm a lot.
You do look like slavers to me. I recognize slavers anywhere. I once
nobody
escaped
has.
from being a slave before, and I will escape again.
Well, you did turn people into goats, did you not?
No, never. Of course not.
I know that you did that.
Then where were you before you came to your home?
Where were you on April 23rd at 4 o'clock in the morning?
I was an outlander before this. I've just found a very comfortable place in which to settle. And it's been a long time, but I've managed to have some semblance of a life here.
Is there like a sense motive or insight I can roll?
Roll a insight check.
Insight check. Okay. Oh, natty 19 for a 24.
The crooked way Alos smiles and tightens his shoulders in indignance tells you that he's either lying about something or is generally very angry.
Yeah, maybe it's both. So he's like, all right, you can just end all this now and we'll leave you alone if you just tell us the truth. I can tell you're holding back. Or you could just let it out and start attacking us if you're so angry.
I am your slave now, and am I not? You own all of my possessions, do you
slave,
not?
tell us where these villages are.
I am afraid you have me at a disadvantage. I
Yes.
don't know what you're talking about.
Well, Mr. Slave, can you tell me where the villagers are?
Didn't you already ask that question, and did I not already answer?
Are you lying to me?
Roll a perception check.
Hmm. 12.
You did, in fact, already ask that question, and he did already answer it.
But did he answer it honestly?
And he answered it honestly, as far as you can tell.
No. I'm not very good at sensing people's motives. But
Did we go into the cave at all?
You have not entered the cave. He exited the cave before you were able to approach.
Very well then. We shall investigate the cave and you will come with us.
You investigate the cave. It is very dark. It is very damp. It is quiet. It doesn't seem to even echo your footsteps. It's very odd.
walking behind him, spell at the ready, waiting for him to react so I can cast Toll the Dead on his back.
And how do you have him? Tied,
He's
or
walking in. I tie up his hands.
when did you do
And I
that?
put now.
Oh, well, before you do that, he flees again. And now he's running. He rolls a... Because it was a little off guard, he doesn't even need to roll with advantage, because he's now fleeing again with a 19.
Okay.
As he's fleeing, I cast Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead, alright. What does that do?
He needs to make a DC 13 Wisdom save or take 1d8 damage.
Alright, he rolls a 4. He takes d8 damage, which
Yes.
is one of these things.
7 points of damage.
He takes 7 points of damage? Okay.
Yep.
7 points of damage.
Right on.
Okay.
Attack him, Ranger. Please.
Fires an arrow. Fire an arrow at him.
You fire an arrow at him. Roll to hit.
It's going to be a natural 1.
You seem to have misfired your arrow, and it lands in your foot. You now are missing a toe.
And you're.
Damn this blasted bow!
Oh, that looks.
You feel a
painful,
great deal of
friend.
pain.
This one looks painful, friend. Give chase.
Roll disadvantage with your running speed. Half running speed from now on.
Just track him. Just track him.
Until your foot is stabilized.
How far
All
away is
right.
he from me? I try to.
Can't I just fly to catch him?
Yeah, you're probably fine flying. If you want to fly, go for it.
All right. Yeah.
How far away can I?
You're unimpeded by flight. What's it?
I
Yep.
tail him.
You what?
I tail him. As long as he's 60 feet away, I cast it.
He casts. He actually moves a lot faster than you do, so you're unable to keep up with
So
him.
what about 50 feet? My flying speed is 50 feet.
Your flying speed is 50 feet. He is able to outrun you at 50. He runs at 80.
Oh wow.
But if you fly at 100, dash, take a double move.
You can fly at
can just
100
double move.
dash. Then you're fine. You can keep that up for a little while before you might have to roll an athletics check each time.
Okay.
And I run and keep an eye on the flying guy.
All right. You run with a dash action.
Yes.
All right. What's your run speed?
30 feet.
Your run speed is 30 feet.
60
Okay.
feet. 60 feet total, sorry.
60 feet. You seem to lose him in the forest.
Well, as long as I keep track of where the flying guy is.
All right. You seem
Like,
to,
I'll find you.
with the what's your dark vision? You have dark vision?
Me? Yes.
Yeah.
60 feet.
All right. So how far are you flying up in above the trees?
Yes.
You can't quite make out where he is. He's above the trees. It's through the foliage. It's nighttime. And you do have dark vision, but you can't quite see that far away. Through the bushes at night. Or through the foliage at night. And you lose track of one another.
Oh yay. That's not.
So
that's
now
not
you're
good.
separated.
All right. Do I
Now
still
you're
have the
separated,
saber?
unable to, let's see.
Well, you can fly longer than he can run. You can just hover above him until
Yeah,
he
you
drops.
guys have no idea where each other are, and you also lost the satyr.
Oh yay. All right. Can I try to get back to my friend somehow?
All right, roll.
Get back to the cave.
You might have to track him.
Okay.
All right, roll a tracking roll.
I
Or
wait
nature.
for him at the cave. I go straight back the way.
Nature, you said?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. Flat roll here. Another natural one.
A natural one. You make your way, to a tree where there appears to be footprints.
All right. I'm just gonna follow those footprints. Why not?
You follow those footprints, and again, you follow the footprints, and then pretty soon, you circle back around. They appear to be your footprints.
The only bird prints there are, and you didn't notice it. You're like the only cocker in the area, and you didn't realize. That's what makes it worse.
Maybe I did drink from the lake.
Yeah, the big old brain fart right there.
Yeah.
Wait a second, I'm the only
Right.
cocker here.
All right, I'm gonna just roll that again, shall we? There we go for a natural 16.
All right. So you begin to follow what appears to be some sort of goat print. Surely it belongs to a satyr.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna follow those.
All right. You follow the
Bow
satyr
ready.
with bow at the ready. All right. And you continue following. You're now following the footprints for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
You
Well,
continue following?
Well, he's just chilling back at the cave.
Mhm.
I'm not a tracker.
All right, 20 minutes. What about an hour?
All right. You continue in the forest for about an hour. All right. And What's your AC?
Don't like the sound of that. 13.
All right. You you notice a bolt in your shoulder,
Oh, yikes.
and let's see. Oh, did I say bolt? I meant a arrow,
Okay.
and it is 8 points of damage.
Ooh! Fuck.
Fly away.
And I'm gonna go ahead and fly up in the air,
All right, you fly up in the air. You
past the
continue
treetops.
past the treetops. Okay, that's your action.
Yeah, I'm gonna run
Okay.
away.
You now see an arrow, and you feel what's in your back. You take 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage again.
Again.
I'm unconscious.
All right, you fall to the ground. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. You're now on the
Okay.
ground in the woods, unconscious,
In a lot of
in the
pain.
middle of the night.
Yep.
Nobody knows where you are.
Nope.
You have 2 arrows sticking out of your body. You have fallen to the ground through the thick of the forest trees, slowing down your body just enough to only do 3 points of damage. Time passes. You need to make your saving throws for death.
And what is the DC?
10 or better.
Mhm.
I think 11 or higher. 10 or better. If you get a
14.
20, you made one. When you get to 3,
Okay.
you either get 3 successes or 3 failures, or you roll a net 20.
Okay. So keep rolling.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's 2 successes. Natural 16. A failure. Natural 4.
Okay, so 2 and 1.
Another natural 1.
Oh, a natural 1?
Yep.
2, 3. That's death.
Death.
Yep.
You bleed out, and you find your remains is eaten by wolves and hyenas and other animals.
I will remember.
Your entire body has been consumed by wildlife. Your soul goes to whatever god you believe in.
I break the pen. I break the bagpipes.
You break the bagpipes, and nothing appears to happen.
I go back to the village.
Roll your nature check to determine whether or not you can make it back to the village, being in the middle of the forest as you are.
Okay, I made a 6.
You made a 6, and pretty soon you see a large bear. Roll initiative.
Mm-hmm. 11.
Okay.
I'm
Oops.
going to die.
All right. You rolled an 11. The bear rolls a 7. You go first. The bear looks hungry.
Very well then. This should scare it away. I cast Burning Hands.
You cast Burning Hands.
Yes. The whole area is lit on fire.
Let's see if I can find.
Dex save
Let's
13.
see if I can find my bear card real quick.
Dex 13 save.
Yeah. What's that?
He has to save on a Dex. Dex save 13.
A deck
Right
save.
there.
Probably have better luck looking this up on online somewhere. Let's see.
7 points of damage, save for half.
5 fear, 5e stat block. And
Any
here it is.
flammable
All right.
objects in the area
So again.
catch fire.
All right. So
Anything flammable catches fire.
anything flammable, the whole forest could catch on fire if you want
Yes,
to burn the
exactly
forest
what
down.
I'm planning. If I die, this bear's going with me.
All right.
His whole plan. Seder, everybody's going, dude.
Everybody's going. Okay.
Everybody's going, dude. I'm torching the whole forest.
All right. So you went first, and you're doing what again?
Huh?
You went first,
Burning
and
hands.
burning hands. How much damage? Or was it hit?
7 points.
7 points. Okay. 7 points. And he comes at you.
Through the fire? Most animals would run when they see fire like that.
Fire. He did damage and there's fire?
Yes.
All right. So is there any way to...
There's a whole fire like in front of me now. There's foliage and stuff. It's all on fire right now.
Oh, I got you. Okay. So he sits there and kind of like paces around and looks for a way around the fire.
As he does that, I'm booking the other way.
He rolls a 19 and he finds a flank in which you are within easy access.
Oh boy.
After I cast the burning hands, I do flee. I don't stay there.
All right. Well, it's still his turn, so he rolls a natural 20.
Oh no!
All right. He rolls a natural 20 and he does multi-attack.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a bite and a claw. He rolls with his... Oh, he already rolled a natural 20. He rolls plus 3 to hit. He does 1d6 plus 2.
Well, I'm gone.
He does 5, 6, 7 points of damage. He goes at you with his claws. Rolling a 4 and misses. All right, where are you at? It is now your turn.
1 hit point.
You're at 1 hit point, okay?
I disengage.
You disengage and flee. Where do
Mhm.
you go?
As far straight away from as far away from him as I can.
You mad dash at maximum speed. What's your movement speed?
30 feet.
30 feet. All right, his movement speed is 40, which means he can mad dash at 80. He catches you and...
Well, he cannot attack because he did 2 attacks. He did 2 run moves.
Oh, you're right. And now it's his turn.
He can't attack. So it's my turn, so I flee again.
What do you mean he can't attack? He can attack
I disengage and run. No, he takes 2 runs, 2 dash actions. That's both his actions. He can either take a move and attack.
Okay, well, he basically keeps up with you then.
Yeah, because
All
I
right,
can just disengage and keep running.
All right, but the thing is, he is faster than you.
Mm-hmm. I cannot just keep disengaging and moving away.
Okay, so he's right on you now. Now it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're going to disengage and...
Disengage.
Okay, and flee.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now it's his turn, and he catches you again. Is this
And
a broken part of the game?
Huh? Yes,
This is a broken part of the game? This is a broken part of the game, isn't it?
Uh-huh. I
Right.
disengage and flee.
Okay. And he catches you once again. And I'm going to have to... You're going to have to, like, find another random encounter, I guess, for this, what appears to be a broken part of the game. Broken part of D&D that can't be resolved. Like, how many times you can disengage indefinitely, and he can chase you indefinitely until one of you has to roll some sort of fatigue.
It turns into a chase.
That's it, fatigue.
It turns into a chase.
All right, so...
And we both make Constitution saves. After 3 whoever fails 3 Constitution saves loses the chase.
All right, let's do the chase then. Roll Constitution.
What's the DC? I guess 10.
Yeah, let's make it 10. 50-50.
I made the first one.
All right.
What does DC make it?
I failed the first one.
Okay.
So that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I got
so
away.
you managed to flee and escape. All right.
Uh-huh.
You still have no idea where you are.
But I'm better off than I was.
You have less idea where you are now than you did before.
But I am better off than I was.
You're still alive.
And the forest is on fire.
And the forest is burning. Yep, the forest is burning. It will be a nice long barbecue with goats, I guess, in pretty soon.
Oh
and the fire continues to spread. You notice the fire is, going in all directions.
It'll catch the satyr, eh?
Mm-hmm. You now have to flee from the fire. It is moving
Yes.
at a very decent speed. The wind is blowing your direction.
Well, I just move and walk and walk and walk until I find town or get out of the forest.
All right, you continue walking in the forest. Hours seem to go by, though you look behind you and the forest is on fire. A huge blaze. You don't need a torch to see quite a distance. It's almost daylight. The bonfire that is the forest.
That damn satyr, I don't know why he started this forest fire. Killing all those innocent goats.
Make a perception check.
16.
You hear very loud screeching of the bleating of goats as what appears to be a bonfire ensuing at the barn or at the farm.
Okay. Well,
It is to the east. Or I'm sorry, it is to the... You hear sounds of goats screaming to the west.
I see. I head towards the goats.
You
Where
head
they're at?
towards the screaming of the goats, and you notice that the goats are all ablaze.
It's okay. I still collect my reward. They just want to know what happened to the villagers.
Nothing appears to have happened. Oh, you broke the pipes, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes. I guess what you don't see is goats. You see an evacuated barn or evacuated farm with lots of people naked trying to get their clothes on before the fire ensues and catches them ablaze too.
Quick, follow me! Quick,
So I guess
follow
what
me
you
now.
heard earlier was not goats. In fact, it was people screaming.
Quick, come with me! That evil satyr started a forest fire. I tried to calm him down, but the vindictive maniac started a forest fire. He killed my ranger friend too. Now we must go. Flee! Come on! Come on! Let's go! Let's go!
They all seem to trust the words coming out of your mouth with reluctance, and putting on all of their clothes as fast as they can. They make their way to Cedarbrook, and as you get onto the road, let's see. There's a reading. You get onto the road. When you head back onto the road, a sense of peace, as odd and disturbing as that peace is replaced with an odd gloom that hung around the trees. You find a fork in the road where there wasn't one before, and somehow you know that Alice's magic had hidden the path onward and brought you to the farm instead. Now, you can confidently follow the road back to Cedarbrook, showing your proof of your triumph, which I presume was a letter from the owner of the farm, and then claim your reward.
Which one of you is the owner of the farm?
That would be Yannick, and Yannick looks at him and said, "Did you save us?
Yes, from that evil fiend Alos the bard. That
We owe you a great debt of gratitude, my friend."
Yes, you do.
What can we do to repay you? Here,
Gold,
have... What's that?
gold, wine, anything would be nice. A
Here,
funeral for my friend who
one
died
one of the
outside.
bards, one of the an older gentleman, which appears to be a bard, approaches you, and he has some expensive jewelry on his hands, and he takes it all off and says, "He got one in on me. I was completely outsmarted. I feel so ashamed. Here, please take everything that I have. It is yours."
I will do so gladly. I am honored.
Now, Alos wasn't killed, right? He wasn't.
No.
Alos still lurks somewhere out in the woods, and there's no telling what mischief he'll make if you
What
don't find
woods?
him and destroy him.
The-
The remnants of the woods, yes. There's...
What
He's somewhere
woods?
out there in the remnants of the woods. Perhaps he has been caught ablaze, and perhaps he has escaped. But there's no telling what mischief he'll make if you don't find him and destroy his magical... well, you did destroy his magical panpipes, and you don't have to worry about that yet again. But you have a feeling that tracking him down could lead to an even more of an adventure, and hopefully some shiny reward. And with that, that is the chaotic adventure that is always going to happen when Jesse is in the game.
And I didn't murder hobo anything.
And you didn't murder hobo anyone. You managed to
And I
escape, just as Loki would escape. You know, always survive somehow. Right. And with that, I have been your dungeon master. I hope you enjoyed the game.
Thank you, good sir.
That was fun.
And what's it?
I will find you, my friend, and resurrect you.
All
When
right.
I'm high enough level. I will cast wish if I live that long.
And with that, we'll end the stream. I appreciate you guys playing tonight. And I will get you guys next time.
All right. Peace out, man.